Today, I am talking to you about one of the most common skin condition. In fact, one of the skin conditions both you and I have experienced. And this is something which is present from all age, right from teenage to people in their 40s and 50s. And it is something which is so traumatizing, it can actually break your self-confidence. Yes, I am talking to you about acne or pimples. Hi, I am Dr. Rasya Dixit. I am a dermatologist practicing in Bangalore from the last 18 years. And today we are going to talk extensively about acne, understanding what are the causes of acne, understanding what are the things that could worsen acne, be it lifestyle or diet. We're going to talk about the medications for acne, how to choose what is going to be given for acne, and also we're going to talk about home remedies for acne. So keep watching till the end of the video and do share and like this video so that you can share it with your friends as well. So what is acne? Acne is a disease of the sebaceous glands or the oil glands which are usually present in the face, and it could also be seen on the chest or the back. And this is very commonly, it was thought to be a disease of teenage because during puberty, a lot of us used to get a lot of oily skin and clogged pores, and it was mainly thought to be a disease of teenage. But what has happened in the last 20 years, we have realized that acne is a chronic disease. It's a lifestyle disease, and we are seeing acne persistent even after 30 years of age, going up right to 40 to 50 years of age. We are seeing acne which is leaving a lot of scarring, acne which is coming back, which was never there in your teenage, suddenly presenting for the first time in your 30s or 40s. What is the reason why this has changed? Like I first told you, in puberty, there are a lot of hormonal changes and there is increased oil secretion, and that is the reason why we see acne surface for the first time in teenage. But what is happening now, because of the changing lifestyle, people are always in sedentary in their workplace, people are eating more processed food, the easy availability of high glycemic index foods like high sugar foods, it could be ice creams, it could be desserts in their diet, the severe stress, working late into the nights, and complete lack of exercise, as well as over exercising and increasing the testosterone supplements or corticosteroid based supplements to build up the body, even that could be triggering your acne. So what has been a teenage problem has now converted itself into a long-term lifestyle disease. But this is something that we really are worried about because it is breaking your confidence. So people who are feeling very underconfident, could be a college student who is refusing to go to college because they have acne or scars, but it could also be an office-going lady who is feeling very underconfident because she has got severe jawline acne. So let us now look at what are the causes of acne. One, as I told you, is your lifestyle. So if you're not following a good active lifestyle, it is something that you have to be concerned about. Second is your diet. So make sure that you're eating a healthy diet, rich in fruits and vegetables. Reduce your high glycemic index food. And what are these foods? These are basically your desserts. It could be paneer or cheese, or dairy is known to increase the acne. It could also be fried food as well. And any kind of processed foods, anything of bakery products could also be making your acne significantly worse. The third is pay attention to your sleep cycle. So not only important to follow attention to your diet and exercise, but even your sleep. So if you're going to not get adequate amount of sleep, you could be triggering the acne. And very, very importantly, kick that smoking habit and kick that alcohol habit, because both of this could be triggering your acne. Gym goers, beware, you could be having an excess amount of proteins which are based in whey protein, which are going to be in your diet. That could also be triggering acne as well. And if you're going to be taking supplements such as steroid-based supplements, testosterone-based supplements to bulk up, those could also be triggering the acne. So these are all the things that you have to avoid in your diet and your lifestyle in order to make sure that you have a clearer skin. What you can add to your diet is more fruits, especially brightly colored fruits and vegetables, and you can increase the amount of water content in your diet to improve the skin appearance. This is going to significantly contribute into improving your skin. So when do you have to see a dermatologist? Acne, like I told you, is physiological. It does occur in your teenage, so not all teenagers have to go meet a dermatologist. But if your acne is going to be persistent in spite of you changing all these lifestyle, in spite of you using a salicylic acid or a benzoyl peroxide based face wash, if you feel the acne is leaving pigmentation or scars on your face, then absolutely you need to meet a dermatologist even if you're a teenager. If you are above 25 years of age and the acne is persistent, if you have jawline acne or if you have truncal acne, which is acne on your chest and back, then this acne is also termed to be a severe type of acne, and again you need to meet your dermatologist. So when you see a dermatologist, the first thing they're going to ask you is about your periods, whether they are regular, if you're a man, about your diet and your lifestyle, and they are going to grade the acne as mild, moderate and severe acne. When it is mild acne, it is basically blackheads and whiteheads. You don't have many pustules, and this can be managed with a face wash as well as topical creams like a topical retinoid, salicylic acid, niacinamide serums. This can be managed very well. If you have moderate acne, which is the second level of acne, you may have something like a papule, which is a red color bump, or a pustule, which is something slightly more than your blackheads and whiteheads. You could also be having a combination of blackheads and whiteheads in association with. In this type of acne, in addition to the creams which I just discussed, the doctor will have to step it up and give you some oral antibiotics like tetracyclines, for example. They may also recommend some vitamins like zinc-based vitamins to help your skin to stay clear. They may also at this point recommend something called a chemical peel, which is a treatment to exfoliate the outer layer of the skin. They may add on procedures like an extraction where they are able to remove the blackheads and the whiteheads to make the skin appear more clear. The next type of acne is severe acne. In this category, you have the acne which I have described along with large cystic acne. Sometimes you have a moderate acne but associated with depressed scars or pigmentation. You have a jawline acne. There may be facial hair associated with it. When you have acne like this, then the treatment of choice is a medication called isotretinoin. Isotretinoin is a medication which has to be prescribed by dermatologists because it needs to be taken under their guidance with repeated blood tests being done. You also have to get evaluated for underlying hormonal issues, liver issues, cholesterol issues before you get started on isotretinoin. So strictly under dermatologist guidance, you are going to do this isotretinoin. If you're not a candidate for isotretinoin, the dermatologist may have to evaluate other medications which will help you, which will include hormonal treatments, which may include long-term antibiotics with or without the addition of chemical peels or carbon laser treatments to make the scars get better. This is for the treatment of acne, and unfortunately or fortunately, it takes a good 3 to 6 months if you have a severe acne for the acne to get under control. Remember, you have to do all this along with the lifestyle medication. If you're not doing the lifestyle changes and doing only the medications, this treatment is not going to work. It's a 50-50 partnership between your dermatologist and you. Remember also that this is all the treatment of acne. What about the post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation and the scarring? That has to be addressed once the acne is a little better with the help of chemical peels, carbon laser toning, microneedling RF, subcision, fractional CO2 laser, and these are the segments that we will discuss with you in the coming videos. So now coming to the next segment. This is something that is very interesting for all of us. We want to know what are the home remedies one person can do to treat acne. So first, whenever somebody has acne, the first instinct is to pick at the acne. My suggestion is a strict no-no because Indian skin tends to pigment and scar very badly. So if you are going to pick at the acne, you are going to end up with pigmentation, and that is going to be more difficult for the dermatologist to treat. Second, we have a habit of following advice and putting so many things on the acne to make it subside. Right from garlic, Dettol, whatever instructions you are following, baking soda on Instagram, you are trying to make it go away, or toothpaste, all of this could lead with a pigmentation and irritant contact dermatitis, leaving a very bad burn or scar. We have shared these videos on our Instagram profile before, where we've said absolute no to all these products. So if you do get an acne, what can you do? Suppose you have an event coming up. It's urgent that you need to fix it. One, you could use an acne patch. Acne patches are quite safe. They are hydrocolloid patches. By applying it, you are going to avoid picking at it, and second, it is going to heal without leaving any post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. The second thing is you could go back to your dermatologist, ask for a small shot of medicine into the pimple. Within 24 to 48 hours, the pimple will resolve. Is there any other home remedy that you can follow? Are scrubs advised for blackhead and whitehead removal? In Indian skin, scrubbing or rubbing, especially physical exfoliation, does make the skin go darker, and it could make your acne lead an acne mark. Similarly, when you're trying to exfoliate or remove the blackhead with the metallic blackhead remover at home, you could end up with getting marks. So instead, opt for a home use chemical peel. There are many home use chemical peel which your dermatologist will recommend, and they'll teach you how to use it, which you can use at home. Or you could also use your glycolic acid based cream, which is prescribed by a dermatologist, or retinol based cream, which could be prescribed by a dermatologist weekly once to cause an exfoliation. So now I think I have covered extensively lots of questions about your acne we have answered today. But if you have more questions, don't forget to leave them in the comments. Like, share this video with your friends who may be suffering from acne, and do meet a dermatologist if you think that you have severe acne.